Curious why Singapore's living costs are so high? Singapore consistently ranks as one of the most expensive cities in the world to live in, and there are several reasons behind this reputation. First, it's a small island nation with limited space, which makes real estate really pricey. Many people want to live there due to its vibrant economy and high quality of life, pushing demand for housing sky high. On top of that, Singapore is a global business hub, attracting multinational companies and a skilled workforce. This economic magnetism contributes to high salaries, which can also drive up costs for goods and services. Let's not forget the upscale lifestyle options available. Everything from top-notch restaurants to luxury shopping, all of which can lighten your wallet significantly. Moreover, the government imposes taxes on certain goods to manage consumption, impacting everyday expenses. While life in Singapore can be costly, many residents enjoy a strong public infrastructure, excellent health care, and a safe environment, which often makes the investment worthwhile. Monaco's crowd might surprise you. The world's densest country. Nestled along the Riviera, Monaco is a tiny yet vibrant place, holding the title of the most densely populated country on the planet. Imagine this. With a mere 2.02 square kilometers of land, it packs in over 20,000 people per square kilometer. That's like cramming a bustling city into a space smaller than Central Park. Despite its small size, Monaco boasts an estimated population of around 40,000 residents. The charm of this principality lies not just in its breathtaking views and luxurious lifestyle, but also in how its people have adapted to their space. Living in such a compact area means that everything from homes to offices is carefully optimized. The streets are alive with energy, and the blend of cultures creates a unique atmosphere. Known for its glitzy casinos, upmarket boutiques, and the famous Monte Carlo Grand Prix, Monaco attracts tourists from all over the globe. So next time you think of crowded places, remember this little gem where the magic of community thrives in an extraordinary setting. Is it really true that goldfish forget in 3 seconds? That's actually a myth. Despite what cartoons and common beliefs suggest, goldfish have surprisingly good long-term memory. Research shows they can retain information for up to 5 months. In labs, they've been trained to push levers for food, recognize shapes and colors, and even return at specific times for feeding, showing an internal clock at work. They also remember tank mates and human caregivers, learning to associate certain people with food. When put in mazes, goldfish can recall the path to rewards even weeks later. Far from being the forgetful fools of the fish world, these creatures have complex neural processes and a keen sense of curiosity. So the next time someone jokes about a goldfish's short attention span, you'll know the truth is far more fascinating. Ever thought about why termites build skyscrapers? Those towering mud mounds dotting the savannas aren't just dirt piles, they're architectural marvels of natural engineering. Inside, an intricate system of tunnels, vents, and fungal gardens thrives, all maintained at stable temperature and humidity levels. Termites use a form of climate control by opening and closing vents to regulate airflow and gas exchange, keeping the internal environment ideal for their symbiotic fungi. These fungi break down plant material, turning it into digestible food for the colony. Researchers have studied termite mounds to inspire sustainable architecture. Their passive cooling system has influenced the design of modern, energy-efficient buildings in cities like Harare, Zimbabwe. It's nature's version of green architecture. No blueprints, no HVAC systems, just millions of tiny builders with a shared goal. Discover the world's largest national park in Greenland, Northeast Greenland. National Park is a remarkable treasure covering a staggering 972,000 square kilometers, which is about 375,000 square miles, making it even larger than some countries. Established in 1974, this park is a haven for astonishing wildlife and breathtaking landscapes filled with icebergs, glaciers, and dramatic mountains. It's located above the Arctic Circle, so you can expect to see unique Arctic wildlife like polar bears, walruses, and reindeer roaming its vast expanse. The park is so remote and untouched that it offers not only stunning natural beauty, but also a chance to witness the raw power of nature in one of its purest forms. Interestingly, much of the park is uninhabited, allowing the flora and fauna to thrive in their natural habitats without human interference. Notably, Northeast Greenland National Park is home to the amazing Peary caribou and the elusive Arctic fox, both of which are perfectly adapted to survive the harsh conditions. Visiting here feels like stepping into a different world, where nature reigns supreme, and every glance reveals another stunning vista. Did you know there's a book called The Devil's Bible? The Codex Gigas, also known as the Devil's Bible, is one of the largest and most enigmatic medieval manuscripts in the world. Found in the Czech Republic, this massive tome is around 3 feet long and weighs a whopping 165 pounds. Its creation is steeped in mystery. No one really knows who wrote it or how long it took to complete. Some legends say it was penned by a single monk in just one night, aided by a pact with the devil, which explains its ominous nickname. The Codex contains not only the entire Bible, but also historical texts, medical knowledge, and even a full-page illustration of the devil himself. This unique combination of content makes it a fascinating artifact of the Middle Ages. Scholars and historians are still trying to uncover its secrets, wondering why someone would undertake such a colossal task and what message they intended to convey. What's more, the Codex Gigas has survived fires, wars, and a multitude of challenges, standing as a testament to human creativity and mystery through the ages. Did you know that ginkgo trees have a giant home? In Sumter, South Carolina, you'll find the world's largest ginkgo farm, sprawling over an impressive 500 acres. This extraordinary place is home to more than 1 million ginkgo trees, which are famous for their unique fan-shaped leaves and incredible resilience. Known as a living fossil, the ginkgo tree has existed for millions of years, surviving changes that wiped out many other species. At this farm, visitors can learn about the many uses of ginkgo, from traditional medicine to delicious culinary treats. The ginkgo leaves, rich in antioxidants, are popular in supplements and are believed to support brain health. This vast farm isn't just about the trees. It also promotes sustainable farming practices, helping to preserve this ancient species for future generations. Imagine walking through a sea of yellow and gold leaves in the fall, or seeing those lovely green fans sprouting in spring. With its rich history and contributions to both science and cuisine, shouldn't everyone plan a visit to this incredible farm? You won't believe how birds use balloons to flirt. Male frigate birds take courtship to sky-high levels, literally. During mating season, they inflate giant red throat sacs, gular pouches, to the size of a football, turning themselves into floating heart-shaped beacons. They gather on island breeding grounds and flap their wings, shake their heads, and emit drumming calls to stand out from the crowd. The females fly overhead, scanning for the most vibrant, symmetrical, and rhythmically pulsating display. The brighter and better the balloon, the higher the chance of mating. This competition fuels one of the most dramatic mating rituals in the animal world. Scientists have found a direct link between pouch size and mating success, making this flashy signal a powerful evolutionary advantage. Believe it or not, Hayes had a phone before most presidents. In 1878, Rutherford B. Hayes made history by becoming the first U.S. president to embrace the telephone, a groundbreaking invention at the time. It was a strange moment when someone asked for his phone number, and he humorously replied that there were only 2 telephones in existence, with one belonging to him. Can you imagine being a leader at a time when most people had never even heard a phone ring? The telephone, invented by Alexander Graham Bell just 2 years earlier, was still a new gadget, and its value wasn't fully realized yet. Hayes's use of the phone connected him directly with people, allowing him to communicate more efficiently than ever before. This innovative spirit defined his presidency as he encouraged modernization and progress across the nation. Today, we take our smartphones for granted, but without pioneers like Hayes, who dared to pick up that receiver when it rang, our communication landscape would look vastly different. So how did such a simple invention change the world? Imagine a place where music unites us all. The courtyard of the Bob Marley Museum is not just a spot on the map. It's a vibrant gathering place that resonates with the spirit of one of music's greatest legends. Located in Kingston, Jamaica, This museum is more than a collection of memorabilia. It's where Bob Marley crafted his unforgettable melodies that continue to inspire millions. As fans from different corners of the globe stroll through the courtyard, they share stories, experiences, and emotions tied to Marley's legendary songs. The atmosphere buzzes with a sense of connection, reminding everyone of the power of music to bring people together, regardless of their backgrounds. Visitors often find themselves humming along to hits like One Love or No Woman, No Cry, which echo throughout the space, enhancing that feeling of unity. It's a place where you can feel Marley's presence and the joy of his message of peace and love. Whether you're a longtime fan or new to his music, stepping into this courtyard offers a unique glimpse into the life and legacy of a reggae icon that shaped the sound of a generation. Discover the grandeur of the Biltmore Estate today. This stunning mansion, located in Asheville, North Carolina, stands as the largest private residence in the United States, boasting a rich history and breathtaking architecture. Built by George Washington Vanderbilt II in the late 1800s, the estate covers a sprawling 8,000 acres filled with beautifully landscaped gardens and expansive woodlands. Visitors are captivated by the estate's opulence, which includes 250 rooms, 35 bedrooms, and an impressive collection of art and antiques that narrate the story of America's Gilded Age. As you wander through the opulent hallways of the Biltmore, you can imagine the extravagant parties that took place here, showcasing the lifestyles of the elite at that time. The estate also features a winery that produces award-winning wines, making it a popular spot for wine lovers. With activities for everyone, such as guided tours, outdoor adventures, and culinary experiences, it's no wonder the Biltmore Estate is a must-visit destination in Asheville. Are you ready to step back in time and explore this incredible piece of American history? Let's uncover the truth about volcanic ash island. Sakurajima Island in Japan is a fascinating place where the land and nature dance a dramatic tango with fire. This island is one of the most active volcanoes on the planet, erupting so frequently that thick layers of volcanic ash blanket its surface. Local residents have learned to live with this fiery neighbor, adapting their daily lives to the rhythm of eruptions. Imagine walking to school or work over a soft layer of ash. Quite a unique experience. To keep streets clear, the island employs special machines that sweep away this volcanic dust, showcasing an impressive blend of human ingenuity and resilience. Despite its volcanic activity, Sakurajima is not just a place of danger. It's also a vibrant community and a captivating tourist spot. Visitors flock to see the stunning landscapes and learn about volcanic science firsthand. So, what's it really like to live on an island shaped by nature's power? Is it really true that whales have their own songs? Absolutely. Humpback whales are not just massive creatures swimming in the ocean, they're also talented singers. Each male humpback has a unique song that it performs during breeding season, and these tunes can actually evolve over time. Imagine a community of musicians all inspired by one another. In a given region, the males often share similar melodies, creating a kind of musical tradition. As time goes on, these songs can change, adopting new themes and notes while dropping others, much like popular music trends. Scientists believe that this happens because whales interact with each other, learning from one another's melodies. The result is a dynamic song that might sound totally different from one year to the next. Researchers have been documenting these songs for decades, and every new chorus can reveal exciting clues about whale behavior and communication patterns. So next time you think of whales, remember, they're not just swimming under the waves. They're also composing the ocean's symphony. Ever seen a book that towers over you? The Clinca Atlas, displayed proudly in the British Library in London, holds the record as the world's largest book. Imagine a volume measuring a staggering 1.75 meters tall and 1.9 meters wide, all while tipping the scales at 150 kilos. This massive atlas was created in the 17th century and showcases detailed maps that were vital for navigation during that era. When you think about it, it's not just a book. It's a piece of history bound in leather and filled with an incredible wealth of geographical knowledge from around the globe. The Clinca Atlas isn't just about size. It represents the art of cartography at a time when maps were hand-drawn, each page a testament to the skills of the artists and navigators of the time. It's an awe-inspiring sight that invites you to ponder how people viewed the world hundreds of years ago. Can you imagine flipping through its enormous pages? It's a unique glimpse into the past, reminding us of how far we've come in exploring and understanding our planet. Why is psychological distress so hard to cope with? It's a question that many have pondered, especially those who have faced the depths of emotional turmoil. Psychological distress encompasses a range of feelings such as anxiety, sadness, and overwhelming stress, often leaving individuals feeling trapped and isolated. It can stem from numerous sources like traumatic events, chronic illness, or even societal pressures. Unlike physical pain that can be treated with medications or rest, the struggles of the mind often feel invisible, making it challenging for others to understand what someone is going through. This hidden nature can lead to feelings of shame or frustration, further complicating recovery. The weight of psychological distress can affect every aspect of life, from relationships to work performance, creating a cycle that is hard to break. The good news is that there are paths to healing. With support from friends, family, or mental health professionals, individuals can find strategies to cope and rise above their distress. It's essential to acknowledge these feelings and seek help, as talking about them can be the first step toward healing. Did you know Jamaica gave us reggae and the fastest man? This vibrant Caribbean island is famous not just for its stunning beaches and lush landscapes, but also as a cultural powerhouse. Jamaica is the birthplace of reggae music, a genre that blends rhythm, soul, and social commentary, famously brought to the world by the legendary Bob Marley. His songs, filled with messages of love and resilience, have made an indelible mark on music history, inspiring countless artists across the globe. But that's not all. Jamaica also proudly claims Usain Bolt, the world's fastest man and a sprinting legend. With his remarkable speed and charismatic personality, Bolt has won multiple Olympic gold medals and holds the world record for the 100-meter dash, clocking in at an astonishing 9.58 seconds. Together, Marley's and Bolt's legacies showcase Jamaica's rich contributions to the world of entertainment and sports. So next time you hear a reggae beat or catch a glimpse of a sprint event, remember the incredible talents that this small island has gifted us. What's causing the mass exodus from major U.S. cities? Recent trends reveal a troubling shift as 77 out of 88 metropolitan areas in the U.S., each boasting over 250,000 residents, are experiencing slowed growth or outright population decline. Factors like high living costs, urban congestion, and a search for better quality of life are pushing people to seek greener pastures, often in suburban or rural locations. During the pandemic, remote work made it easier for many to leave bustling cities behind, prioritizing space and affordability instead. For instance, places like New York City and San Francisco saw significant outflows as residents relocated to areas where housing is more affordable and outdoor space is plentiful. This shift raises questions about the future of urban centers and their ability to recover. Will cities adapt to these changes, or will they continue to lose their appeal? As demographics change, understanding the reasons behind this exodus becomes essential for city planners and policymakers looking to revitalize urban life. Here's what's hidden in snail mucus. It acts as a signal. A snail's trail is more than just slippery slime. It's a rich communication system and multifunctional tool. The mucus acts as a lubricant, allowing snails to glide over rough terrain without injury and stick to vertical surfaces like walls or tree trunks. But more fascinatingly, snails embed chemical cues in the slime to guide others. These cues can signal paths to food or indicate readiness to mate. Other snails detect these pheromones and follow the trail like reading an invisible message. In tough environments, snails may even overwrite trails with conflicting signals to confuse competitors or predators. Mucus also conserves moisture, preventing dehydration in hot or dry climates. This humble substance functions as GPS, armor, and social media, all in one sticky package. Evolution turned mucus from mere waste into a brilliant tool of survival and coordination. Is it really true that three countries meet here? The Tres Fronteras, or Triple Frontier, is an incredible spot where Argentina, Brazil, and Paraguay come together, marked by the beautiful confluence of the Iguazu and Paraná rivers. This unique geographical location isn't just stunning, it's a visual feast for anyone who loves nature. Picture lush greenery, cascading waterfalls, and the vibrant life of the rivers bustling with fish and birds. However, the beauty of the area contrasts sharply with its reputation for high levels of criminal activity. The proximity of these three nations creates a complex mix of cultures and economies, but it has also fostered challenges like smuggling and organized crime. Tourists flock here for the breathtaking views and adventure activities, like visiting the famous Iguazu Falls or exploring nearby jungles, but it's important to stay aware of the local safety situation. Despite the risks, the Tres Fronteras remains a fascinating example of how nature and human activity can intertwine in both wonderful and troubling ways. Isn't it intriguing how a stunning landscape can also harbor such deep issues? Here's a wild fact about a frozen giant. The Cherrig Bolton boulder is a jaw-dropping natural wonder, nestled within a mountain crevasse on Norway's stunning Cherrig Mountain. Imagine this massive rock, over 3,000 feet in the air and wedged tightly between two towering cliffs. It's not just a random boulder, it tells a story that stretches back to the last ice age. As glaciers melted and retreated, they left behind this gigantic stone in its precarious position, creating a breathtaking sight for anyone adventurous enough to visit. The boulder has become a hotspot for thrill seekers, especially base jumpers who take the leap from its heights, soaring off into the vastness below. Besides the adrenaline rush, it's also a perfect backdrop for striking photos, attracting tourists and photographers from around the globe. So if you ever find yourself in Norway, the Cherrig Bolton boulder is a must-see that combines natural beauty with a touch of history, adventure, and of course, some exhilarating views. Why do butterflies taste everything with their feet? Butterflies have chemoreceptors on their feet that let them taste surfaces simply by standing on them. When a butterfly lands on a plant, these sensors immediately analyze sugar content, toxins, and suitability for egg laying. Female butterflies rely on this ability to select the perfect leaves where caterpillars will later hatch and feed. Choosing the wrong plant could be deadly for the next generation, so accuracy is crucial. These taste sensors also help butterflies find the richest nectar sources, making their feeding more efficient. This system saves time and energy, allowing butterflies to make split-second decisions without needing to bite or test with their mouths. It's like having a tongue on your toes, functional, efficient, and vital for survival. Nature gave butterflies the ability to taste the world with every graceful step. Could it be that a shark's skin is perfect for hydrodynamics? Unlike most marine animals, sharks aren't just sleek. They're engineered by nature for speed. Their skin is covered in dermal denticles, tiny tooth-like scales that point backward and create microscopic grooves. These grooves form directional channels that streamline water flow, dramatically reducing drag and turbulence as the shark moves. This allows them to glide silently, reach speeds up to 60 km/h, and conserve energy on land. But the advantages don't stop at speed. The textured surface also repels parasites and microorganisms, preventing biofouling, something engineers are mimicking in cutting-edge ship coatings and Olympic-grade swimsuits. Shark skin isn't just a protective layer, it's a built-in propulsion system and antibacterial suit rolled into one, honed by 400 million years of aquatic evolution. Hard to believe, but there could be countless universes. The concept of the multiverse is one of the most fascinating and thought-provoking ideas in modern physics. Picture this. Our universe is just one part of a much bigger cosmic tapestry where countless other universes exist alongside ours, each with its own unique set of rules and constants. This idea stems from quantum mechanics and string theory, suggesting that there might be infinite parallel universes. In these worlds, the laws of physics could differ dramatically, and who knows, there may even be different forms of life. One popular interpretation of quantum mechanics, called the many worlds interpretation, posits that during any quantum event, like a coin flip or a particle's position, the universe splits into different branches, creating a new universe for every possible outcome. So every choice or random event might lead to the birth of a new universe. Although we haven't found direct evidence to prove these parallel worlds exist, the multiverse theory continues to capture the imagination of scientists, philosophers, and even science fiction fans. The mere idea opens up endless possibilities about our existence and the nature of reality itself. Why exactly does the Statue of Liberty belong to New Jersey? This iconic symbol of freedom and democracy, known worldwide, actually sits in New Jersey's waters. While it's often associated with New York City, the legal and geographical details tell a different story. The statue rests on Liberty Island, which is surrounded by the waters of New Jersey. This curious situation arises from an 1834 agreement between New York and New Jersey. The state of New Jersey originally claimed the land due to a 1664 charter, and subsequent laws confirmed that the waters surrounding the island were also part of New Jersey. As a result, many people often wonder if visiting the statue means they're stepping into New York or New Jersey. Besides its geographical quirks, the Statue of Liberty is a powerful symbol of hope for countless immigrants as they approach the American shores. So next time you admire Lady Liberty, remember that her official home is in the Garden State. This might surprise you, the Slinky's amazing origins. During World War II, an unexpected twist of fate led to one of the most beloved toys of all time, the Slinky. Navy engineer Richard James was working on a project involving springs when he accidentally dropped one of his creations. To his amazement, instead of rolling away, it righted itself and landed upright. That little mishap sparked a moment of inspiration. James realized that with a little tweaking, his lively metal spring could be turned into a playful toy. In 1945, he and his wife, Betty, introduced the Slinky to the world. The simple yet captivating design, with its ability to walk downstairs in a delightful motion, quickly caught on. Kids and adults alike were fascinated. Not only did it become a staple in American households, but the Slinky also appeared in countless commercials and films, solidifying its place in popular culture. Today, this twisty wonder continues to charm generations, reminding us how wonderful ideas can spring from unexpected moments. Who knew that a dropped spring could lead to so much joy? Coffee lovers rejoice in Finland's fascinating coffee culture. Did you know that Finland leads the world in coffee consumption, with each person guzzling around 26 pounds a year? That's enough coffee to fill several giant mugs. The secret behind this impressive brew-loving reputation lies not just in the abundance of coffee shops, but also in a cherished social custom known as kahvihetki, or coffee break. These breaks are a delightful staple in the Finnish workday, providing a perfect excuse to pause, chat, and enjoy a warm cup of joe. The chilly Finnish climate probably plays a role in this love affair with coffee, as there's nothing quite like a hot beverage to warm you up when temperatures drop. Most Finns prefer their coffee black, and they generally enjoy lighter roasts, which highlight the coffee's unique flavors. So whether sipped during a cozy afternoon at home or shared with friends at the office, coffee is more than just a drink in Finland. It's a way of life. Join the Finns in this delicious tradition and enjoy a cup yourself. Could sea urchins use their spines for more than defense? At first glance, a sea urchin looks like a slow-moving, spiky ball, but these sharp protrusions are far more versatile than they seem. Sea urchins use their spines for locomotion, gently nudging themselves along rocks or coral reefs while their tube feet provide suction and control. The spines also act as sensory tools, detecting shifts in water flow and nearby movement. Some species even carry pieces of shell or debris with their spines for camouflage or protection. In many tropical varieties, spines are tipped with venom, capable of stunning small prey or deterring predators. And deep beneath the surface, the spines work as a defense, shield, and even a mobility aid, turning the urchin into a quiet but efficient ecosystem engineer. Beneath the armor is a living machine, maintaining coral balance, cleaning the seabed, and surviving in some of the harshest marine environments on Earth. Discover the universe's giant, IC11-01. Imagine a galaxy so massive that it dwarfs our own Milky Way by a staggering 220 times. Meet IC11-01, a colossal elliptical galaxy lurking around 1 billion light-years away in the Abell 2029 galaxy cluster. This behemoth stretches an incredible 6 million light-years across, shining with the light of more than 100 trillion stars. That's right, not just billions, but trillions. To put this in perspective, if you could stand at one edge of IC11-01 and look across to the other side, you would need to travel billions of years at the speed of light to reach the far end. Yet despite its enormous size, this galaxy isn't just a lonely giant. It's part of a larger cosmic family, interacting with other galaxies within its cluster. As we explore these distant realms, scientists continue to uncover the mysteries of such huge galaxies, pondering how they formed and what secrets they hold. With IC11-01, we get a glimpse into the vastness of the universe and the incredible, unfathomable scale of existence. Smart folks often bite their tongues, but why? It turns out that intelligent people often find themselves feeling irritated by things that might not bother others. Instead of lashing out in frustration, they usually opt to stay silent. This behavior comes down to a combination of emotional intelligence and self-awareness. They recognize that shouting or getting involved in pointless arguments doesn't fix the issue. It often just adds fuel to the fire. By choosing to hold back their reactions, these individuals preserve their peace and keep unnecessary drama at bay. They pick their battles carefully, focusing on what really matters instead of wasting energy on trivial annoyances. This approach not only helps maintain their tranquility, but also sets a positive example for those around them. So next time you see someone staying cool in a tense situation, remember that they might just be exercising their smarts by thinking before reacting, something we could all learn from. Imagine for a moment that a rhinoceros horn is not bone, but hair. Most people assume a rhino's horn is made of bone, like antlers or tusks, but it's actually a tightly packed bundle of keratin, the same protein found in our hair and nails. This unique structure gives the horn both incredible strength and remarkable flexibility. Unlike bone, it has no internal blood vessels or marrow. Instead, the keratin fibers grow continuously, regenerating after damage, much like fingernails. The layers fuse into a resilient column that can withstand crushing force and repeated impacts. When fighting, the horn doesn't snap, it bends and rebounds, acting like a biological spring. Scientists have even used horn rings to study rhino age, health, and environmental history. Beyond defense and display, the rhino horn has inspired bioengineers to develop sustainable materials that are tough, renewable, and eco-friendly. You won't believe this about nail growth. It turns out that our fingernails grow nearly 4 times faster than our toenails. On average, fingernails stretch about 3 millimeters in a month, while toenails only manage to creep along at about 1 millimeter in the same time frame. Isn't that wild? The reason behind this speedy growth lies in how we use our hands and feet. Our fingers are constantly in action, whether we're typing, cooking, or playing sports, which encourages blood flow and stimulates nail growth. On the other hand, our toenails don't get as much attention and are often tucked away in shoes, making them slower to grow. Additionally, fingernails are more exposed to sunlight and nutrients in the air, both of which can bolster their growth. This difference also reflects evolutionary adaptations. Our hands are vital for survival and interaction, while toes mainly support our standing and walking. So next time you notice your fingernails impressively outpacing your toenails, you'll know why. Who knew something as simple as nails could tell us so much about our bodies? Believe it or not, Romans trusted poisoned wine. In ancient Rome, people had a fascinating belief that mixing wine with honey and various herbs could create an effective antidote to poison. This concoction, known as mithridatium, became wildly popular across social classes, enjoyed by everyone from humble peasants to powerful emperors. The idea was that this magical mixture could ward off all sorts of toxins. The legend of King Mithridates Sigcus, who supposedly took this potion daily, fueled the myth. Stories say that when an assassin tried to poison him, He survived, enhancing his reputation and the drink's popularity. This belief gave so many Romans a sense of security. They could unwind with their wine, thinking they were safe from harm. Imagine dining in ancient Rome, clinking glasses filled with wine, all while discussing politics or simply enjoying the night, completely unafraid of hidden poisons. It's intriguing to think about how a potion made of simple ingredients like honey and herbs made them feel invincible, right? Isn't it amazing how ancient practices shaped their views on health and safety? Did you know that lions are true family kings? Despite their image as solitary hunters, lions thrive in structured social units called prides. Complex family groups often containing up to 30 members. These are not random gatherings but tightly knit kinships with several males protecting a territory as large as 250 kilometers and a network of closely related lionesses handling the bulk of the hunting. The females use intelligent teamwork. Some chase prey into ambushes, while others wait in silence for the perfect moment to strike. Even more fascinating, lionesses synchronize their breeding cycles and raise their cubs communally, often nursing each other's young. Meanwhile, dominant males guard the pride against rival males and predators, sometimes fighting to the death to retain control. This coordinated social structure maximizes hunting success, ensures cub survival, and secures territory, making lions not just kings of strength, but monarchs of cooperation and strategy. Ever thought about why Christmas feels so magical? Volunteers play a crucial role in making the holiday season special for children, ensuring that every kid gets a personalized reply to their letters. With countless letters arriving from children around the world, these dedicated individuals bring the spirit of Christmas to life. Each response is crafted with care, aiming to make every child feel valued and cherished. This year, organizations like the North Pole Workshop and other local charities have gathered volunteers who are passionate about preserving this tradition. They carefully read each letter, often adorned with drawings and wishes, and respond with warmth, encouragement, and sometimes even a simple toy suggestion. This personal touch helps to spark joy and maintain the wonder of Christmas, reminding children that their dreams matter. By dedicating their time, volunteers create a connection that goes beyond just letters. They build a sense of community and create memories that last a lifetime. Isn't it heartwarming to know that so many people are committed to spreading happiness during this joyful season? Here's a wild fact about the Le Mans race. The 24 Hours of Le Mans is an incredible endurance race that stands out as the most prestigious of its kind in the world. Taking place annually in France, this grueling automotive contest challenges teams to race for a full 24 hours straight. Imagine racing all day and night with skills and precision at the forefront of every driver's mind. The event first kicked off in 1923 and has since become a legendary spectacle, drawing major manufacturers and racing teams from all over the globe. The course itself is a mix of public roads and a closed track, demanding everything from speed to strategy from drivers. With competitors often switching out mid-race, teamwork is essential. Their vehicles aren't just about raw power. They require brilliant engineering to last through the grueling hours while battling against the elements and each other. From heart-stopping turns to strategic pit stops, every moment is filled with excitement and risks. This race is truly a test of endurance for both the machines and the skill of the human drivers behind the wheel. Ever heard of the man who changed music forever? Bob Marley is a name that rings a bell for music lovers and casual listeners alike. Hailing from Jamaica, Marley took reggae from local clubs and beaches into homes across the globe. His catchy rhythms, meaningful lyrics, and distinctive voice brought people's attention to a form of music that celebrated life, love, and the struggles of the oppressed. But Marley was more than just an incredible musician. He was also a powerful voice for social change. As a dedicated proponent of the Rastafarian movement, he passionately advocated for peace, unity, and social justice, using his platform to speak out against inequality. Songs like One Love and Get Up, Stand Up have not only become anthems of hope, but have also inspired countless people to fight for their rights. Through his music, Marley communicated messages that transcended borders and touched hearts all over the world. Even decades after his passing in 1981, his legacy lives on, reminding us of the power of music to inspire change and bring people together. Hard to believe, but this is the Iron Maiden. The Iron Maiden is one of the most infamous torture devices in history, and its design is as chilling as it sounds. Picture a large, coffin-like iron cabinet that may seem unassuming from the outside, but inside lies a nightmarish reality. Once a victim was locked inside, they would face sharp spikes protruding from every angle, leaving no space to move without horrible suffering. This ghastly device was not meant for quick ends. Rather, it delivered a slow and agonizing fate, showcasing the cruel lengths to which some ancient societies went in the name of punishment. It's worth noting that while tales of the Iron Maiden often arise from a mix of history and legend, the actual use of such a device remains debated among historians. Was it a real torture tool or simply a figment of macabre storytelling? Regardless, the image of this spiked cabinet has etched itself into our collective imagination, symbolizing the darker side of human creativity and cruelty. Though thankfully, such brutal practices are now confined to the pages of history, the Iron Maiden serves as a grim reminder of our past. Believe it or not, our teeth rival shark teeth. You might be surprised to learn that human teeth are actually as strong as those of a shark, since both are made of enamel, the hardest substance found in our bodies. While that's pretty impressive, there's a catch. Sharks have one huge advantage when it comes to their teeth. They can lose and regrow them continuously throughout their lives, sometimes shedding thousands of teeth. In contrast, humans typically only get 2 sets of teeth, baby teeth that eventually fall out, and permanent teeth that we hope will last into old age. Isn't it fascinating that while our teeth can endure quite a bit, we can only replace them once? This makes dental care all the more important for us humans. Tooth decay or damage can leave us with gaps or the need for pricey dental work. In many ways, our teeth are like a snapshot of our overall health. So while we might share the strength of shark teeth, we certainly benefit from taking good care of our unique set. You won't believe this about French cuisine. This culinary treasure is recognized by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage of humanity, celebrating its elegance, sophistication, and emotional artistry. French food is not just about sustenance, but a beautiful expression of culture and tradition. Think of iconic dishes like coq au vin, which features tender chicken braised with wine, mushrooms, and bacon, or the vibrant and colorful ratatouille, a vegetable medley that sings with flavor and freshness. Breakfast in France isn't complete without flaky, buttery croissants, golden pastries that melt in your mouth, or a fresh baguette gracing every meal, perfect for dipping or accompanying cheese. And who could forget decadent desserts like crème brûlée, where the creamy interior meets a satisfying caramelized crust, creating a delightful crunch. The magic lies in the emphasis on quality ingredients, skilled craftsmanship, and the passion that chefs pour into every dish. For centuries, French cuisine has captivated taste buds worldwide, elevating dining into an art form that goes beyond mere eating. It becomes a shared experience full of joy and connection. Why is Bora Bora so popular among travelers? This stunning island in French Polynesia is often described as a tropical paradise, thanks to its dazzling white sands and crystal-clear turquoise waters. Tourists flock here to experience luxurious overwater bungalows that seem to float above the lagoon. But luxury isn't all Bora Bora offers. Adventure seekers can look forward to an array of exciting activities, like snorkeling in vibrant coral reefs, diving alongside graceful manta rays, or paddling a canoe across the serene lagoon. The island is also a hub of Polynesian culture, showcasing lively tamar dancing and beautifully crafted local arts. As the sun sets, dining on the beach becomes a magical experience, with the stars twinkling overhead, creating an atmosphere of pure relaxation. With such a blend of natural beauty, thrilling activities, and rich cultural experiences, it's no wonder this dreamy island is a top bucket list destination for so many travelers. What will you explore first on your visit? Can you believe how affordable life in Cambodia is? This Southeast Asian gem offers an incredibly low cost of living while still providing a good quality of life that many dream of. Imagine waking up in a beautiful place where street food is not just delicious, but also friendly to your wallet. You can enjoy a hearty meal for just a couple of dollars. Housing costs are similarly friendly. Renting an apartment in bustling cities like Phnom Penh or Siem Reap is often significantly less than what you'd pay in many Western cities. But it's not just about saving money. Cambodia is rich in culture and nature, from ancient temples like Angkor Wat to stunning coastlines that are perfect for relaxation. The people are warm and hospitable, making you feel at home instantly. Plus, with a climate that's warm year-round, outdoor adventures await anyone willing to explore the jungles or relax on the beach. Overall, living in Cambodia allows you to experience a high quality of life without breaking the bank, making it an enticing option for expats and travelers alike. Believe it or not, dolphins chat in an underwater chat room. Dolphins are far more than playful swimmers. They're acoustic geniuses of the deep. Using a combination of whistles, clicks, chirps, and burst pulses, they communicate complex messages about identity, mood, danger, and coordination. Each dolphin has a signature whistle, like a name, which it repeats to identify itself to others, even years after separation. More impressively, researchers have found syntax-like structures in their vocalizations. The order and length of sounds seem to follow consistent patterns, suggesting a form of grammar. Dolphins also use echolocation, emitting sound waves that bounce off objects, to see in murky waters, and even assess internal states like pregnancy and others. In group hunts, dolphins synchronize clicks to corral fish or warn each other of threats. Their vocal universe is a true marine language, making the ocean one vast, intelligent conversation. Did you know that ostriches lay giant eggs? Ostrich eggs are the largest of any living land animal, each weighing up to 2 kilograms and equivalent in volume to nearly 24 chicken eggs. Their shells, up to 3 millimeters thick, are marvels of nature, strong enough to support the weight of an adult human without cracking. Ostriches lay their eggs in communal nests, shallow pits scraped into the ground where multiple females contribute to the clutch. A dominant female and the male take turns incubating the eggs, using sand and feathers to regulate temperature during the 42-day development cycle. The yolk is rich and voluminous, providing enough nutrients for the fast-growing chick to break through the thick shell using a special temporary beak tooth. These eggs are not just reproductive miracles. They've been used historically as water canteens, painting canvases, and even instruments of study in embryology and paleontology. Can you believe the power of a puzzle? It all started in 1974 when Hungarian professor Erno Rubik came up with the Rubik's Cube, which has since transformed into a global sensation. This colorful cube, with its simple yet challenging design, has captivated millions of minds around the world. You might think it's just a toy, but it's a brain workout that has sold over 350 million units globally, making it one of the most sought-after toys in history. The allure of the Rubik's Cube lies in its blend of creativity and logic. Every twist and turn poses a new challenge, inviting both kids and adults to test their problem-solving skills. From speed cubing competitions to quirky art installations, the cube has woven itself into popular culture, inspiring everything from video games to fashion. Can you imagine how many hours of puzzling fun have been spent trying to solve its colorful labyrinth? Whether you're a seasoned cuber or just beginning, this iconic puzzle continues to challenge us and ignite our imaginations, proving that sometimes the simplest ideas lead to the biggest impacts. What if Darth Vader's voice could live forever? In a surprising twist, the legendary James Earl Jones, the voice behind one of cinema's most iconic villains, has officially retired from voicing Darth Vader since 2022. His deep, resonant tones shape the character we all know and love in legendary films like the original Star Wars trilogy. However, fans need not worry about losing the Dark Lord's menacing presence. Lucasfilm has decided to use archival recordings of Jones's voice combined with cutting-edge AI technology to keep Darth Vader alive in upcoming projects. This innovative approach means that even with Jones stepping back, audiences can still enjoy the commanding voice that has become synonymous with power and fear in the Star Wars universe. It raises fascinating questions about the future of voice acting and the role of technology in storytelling. With AI blending seamlessly with the old recordings, it's an exciting time to be a Star Wars fan, as Vader's legacy continues in new and unexpected ways, allowing his chilling presence to echo through the galaxy for years to come. Discover the stunning secrets of Torres del Paine Park. This breathtaking national park, nestled in Chilean Patagonia, is like a natural wonderland bursting with incredible sights. Imagine towering granite peaks that seem to touch the sky, colossal glaciers that glisten and crack as they move, and deep blue lakes that mirror the stunning landscape. It's no wonder that Torres del Paine is a favorite spot for outdoor enthusiasts, photographers, and nature lovers alike. The park covers over 700 square kilometers, offering visitors a chance to hike on well-maintained trails and witness diverse wildlife, including guanacos, Andean condors, and even elusive pumas. Each season transforms the park, with summer's flower blooming vibrantly and winter draping everything in a blanket of snow. Whether you're looking to challenge yourself with the famous W Trek, take a leisurely stroll, or simply soak in the stunning views, there's something for everyone. The park isn't just about eye-catching scenery, it's also a vital habitat for unique flora and fauna. So next time you dream of adventure, consider this remarkable gem of Chile. Ever wonder where the word zombie comes from? The term zombie likely traces its roots back to the Congo word nzambi, which means the spirit of a dead person. It's fascinating how a term can evolve over time and culture. In many Western movies and TV shows, we picture zombies as brain-hungry monsters. But in Haitian culture, the concept is quite different. Here, a zombie can symbolize someone who is socially ostracized, facing exclusion rather than mindless hunger. This unique interpretation stems from the rich history and folklore surrounding Haitian Vodou, where it's believed that certain people can be brought back to life not as themselves, but as beings under someone else's control, often symbolizing the loss of identity and freedom. So the next time you hear zombie, think beyond the scary movies and consider this powerful cultural meaning. The word carries a weight that taps into fear, loss, and the complexities of life and death, reminding us of the rich tapestry of language and belief that shapes our understanding of the world. Let's uncover the truth about Mount Everest. This towering giant, standing at a staggering 8,148 meters, is the highest peak on our planet and a true marvel of nature. Nestled in the majestic Himalayan range between Nepal and Tibet, Mount Everest draws adventurers from all corners of the globe. The journey to reach its base camp is a popular trekking route filled with breathtaking views where trekkers encounter Sherpa villages, vibrant local culture, and ancient Buddhist monasteries. Along the way, the awe-inspiring vistas make every step worthwhile. For those seeking a different perspective, scenic helicopter rides provide an up-close look at Everest's towering frozen walls, showcasing its sheer grandeur. Standing at the foot of this colossal mountain, you can almost feel its power and history. Whether you're an experienced climber or just yearning for natural beauty, the allure of Mount Everest is hard to resist. Are you ready to explore the wonders of this extraordinary peak? Ever thought about why Los Angeles County is so huge? With a staggering population of 9.7 million, Los Angeles County stands as the most populous county in the United States, easily outnumbering the populations of 40 different states. This vibrant melting pot of cultures is comparable to entire nations in terms of diversity and sheer numbers. Nestled between Michigan and New Jersey in population rankings, LA County draws people from all walks of life, each searching for their own piece of the American dream. The mix of industries, from entertainment to technology, provides countless opportunities, which is one reason so many flock to the area. The cosmopolitan atmosphere is enriched by neighborhoods that reflect the rich tapestry of its residents, including thriving communities of immigrants, artists, and innovators. Visitors and residents alike can experience a variety of cuisines, arts, and traditions, making LA a uniquely exciting place to live. With its sprawling urban landscape and famous landmarks, such as Hollywood and Griffith Park, it's no wonder that Los Angeles County continues to expand and attract people from around the globe. Believe it or not, Montenegro has a hidden treasure. Nestled in the breathtaking landscape of Montenegro lies the Tara River Canyon, a natural wonder that is both stunning and thrilling. Stretching about 51 miles long and plunging to depths around 4,150 feet, it claims the title of the largest canyon in Europe and the second largest in the world. Imagine standing on the edge, looking down into a vibrant emerald green river, winding its way through steep rocky cliffs adorned with lush vegetation. The Tara River itself is famous not only for its picturesque beauty, but also for its crystal-clear waters, making it a playground for adventure lovers. People from all over flock to experience thrilling whitewater rafting, kayaking, and ziplining across the canyon, offering a rush of adrenaline against a backdrop that feels like something out of a fairy tale. Beyond the adventure, the canyon is also a haven for diverse wildlife. Eagles soar above, while rare plant species cling to the rocky outcrops. So whether you're an adrenaline junkie or a nature enthusiast, the Tara River Canyon is a spectacular place that offers something for everyone. Guess what the cockroach can teach us about nutrition? In the fascinating world of insects, some surprises can come from the unlikeliest of places. The cockroach species Diploptera punctata has garnered attention for its unique way of nurturing its young. Rather than laying eggs, these roaches produce a special substance filled with proteins, which they feed to their babies. This protein-rich food is actually more energy-dense than cow's milk, making it an intriguing candidate for a superfood. Researchers are exploring its potential, as its high nutritional value could offer a sustainable food source in the future. However, there's a catch. Right now, it isn't feasible to mass-produce this insect delicacy, so it remains more of a scientific curiosity than a staple on our dinner plates. So the next time you think about the cockroach, remember that this misunderstood creature has more to offer than just creepy crawly vibes. It could help shape new approaches to nutrition in a world eager for sustainable solutions. Prepare to be amazed by the Navy's ice carrier idea. During World War II, the U.S. Navy actually explored the wild concept of constructing an aircraft carrier made entirely of ice. Yes, you read that right. Ice. This bold idea sparked the imaginations of engineers and military planners who believed that utilizing ice could offer a lightweight and stealthy platform for launching aircraft. The plan was to create a massive floating structure that could potentially evade enemy radar. However, despite the intriguing possibilities, the project faced significant hurdles, particularly in refrigeration. Keeping such an enormous structure frozen and operational in harsh maritime conditions proved to be a daunting task that modern technology at the time couldn't overcome. Eventually, the idea was shelved, and conventional materials were used for aircraft carriers instead. This fascinating chapter in military history reminds us that innovation often leads to unexpected paths and ideas that push the boundaries of what's possible. Can you imagine a fleet of ice carriers sailing the seas? What if I told you about 20 million bats? In the heart of Texas lies Bracken Cave, home to the biggest bat colony on the planet. Imagine standing at the entrance as the sun sets, when suddenly the sky darkens, with millions of bats pouring out in a graceful spiraling cloud. These amazing winged creatures aren't just there for a good time. They're essential to our ecosystem. With around 20 million bats fluttering around, they're nature's ultimate pest control. As they swoop into the night, they gobble up tons of insects, including pesky mosquitoes that love to bite us. This nightly migration shows how synchronized and efficient these creatures are. Their ecological role is so crucial that scientists estimate that a single bat can eat thousands of insects in just one night. So the next time you swat away a mosquito, remember that you have bats to thank for keeping those little nuisances at bay. The spectacle at Bracken Cave isn't just a sight to behold. It's a breathtaking reminder of the vital role bats play in maintaining the delicate balance of our environment. Hard to believe, but Visby feels like a time machine. This enchanting city, located on the beautiful Baltic island of Gotland in Sweden, is a treasure trove of medieval history. With its stunning 13th century wall still standing tall, Visby not only showcases impressive gates and watchtowers, but also invites you to wander its charming cobblestone streets. Imagine strolling past vibrant medieval houses and gazing at ancient church ruins that have stood the test of time. Each corner of Visby whispers stories of yesteryear. Every summer, the city transforms during its famous medieval week, when visitors can immerse themselves in the past through lively markets, colorful parades, and exciting tournaments that bring history to life. But Visby isn't just about the past. It also boasts breathtaking limestone formations along its stunning coastline, offering views that can take your breath away. So, if you're looking for a place where history and natural beauty blend seamlessly, Visby is the perfect destination. It may seem incredible, but the pufferfish transforms into a living landmine. Small, slow, and seemingly harmless, the pufferfish is actually a master of sudden transformation. When threatened, it gulps water or air and inflates to several times its normal size, turning into a round, spiky orb that's difficult to bite or swallow. Its skin is embedded with spines, and many species contain tetrodotoxin, one of the most lethal natural poisons, with no known antidote. A tiny amount can kill predators or humans, and the toxin is concentrated in the liver, ovaries, and skin. Despite its toxicity, pufferfish are a delicacy in Japan, fugu, requiring highly trained chefs. Scientists are now exploring the fish's inflation mechanism, flexible internal chambers, muscular valves, and rapid water intake, as models for expandable biomaterials. This unassuming creature proves that sometimes the best defense is sudden, overwhelming surprise. Most people don't know this, but Singapore has no rivers. This tiny island nation, known for its stunning skyline and bustling city life, is one of only 4 sovereign states on the planet without permanent rivers. Bordered by just one country, Malaysia, the unique geography of Singapore has posed some challenges, especially when it comes to water supply. With limited natural freshwater resources, the country has become skilled at water management and sustainability. A significant portion of its water actually comes from its neighbor Malaysia, thanks to a landmark agreement from 1961. This deal allows Singapore to import raw water from Johor and Lingyou at predetermined prices, ensuring that its citizens have enough to drink, use for sanitation, and enjoy in their lush parks. To further bolster its water security, Singapore has also invested heavily in technology and infrastructure, including advanced desalination plants and a comprehensive rainwater collection system. These efforts not only provide for its residents, but also set an inspiring example for water-scarce regions worldwide. Ever thought about visiting North Korea? If you're daydreaming about a trip to the mysterious land of North Korea, prepare for a surprising journey even before you pack your bags. This country is known for being one of the most closed-off places on Earth, which means getting a visa is not just a walk in the park. In fact, the process can feel a bit like an elaborate puzzle. First off, most travelers cannot enter North Korea freely. They must go through an approved tour guide or agency. You can't just hop on a plane and land wherever you please. The government keeps tight control over the travel process, so visitors are usually only allowed in designated areas, and you will be closely monitored during your stay. The visa application itself involves a lot of paperwork, including a detailed itinerary and sometimes even personal information. Unlike other countries where a simple application can get you a visa quickly, here patience and precision are key. But for those adventurers willing to embrace the challenge, the reward is a glimpse into a world that feels like it hasn't changed in decades. Did you know apples were romantic symbols in ancient Greece? In a time long ago, the apple wasn't just a tasty snack, it was a powerful love token. Ancient Greeks believed that tossing an apple at someone was a bold and heartfelt gesture, essentially saying, "I'm interested in you." This was more than a fun throw. It carried deep significance. Picture a bustling marketplace or an elegant gathering where people interacted. If someone caught an apple, it was a sign that they had been chosen or had stirred affection in the thrower. It's almost like a way of proposing a romantic connection without saying a word. You'll find this tradition also linked to the goddess of love, Aphrodite, who was often depicted with apples. In fact, this custom adds a delightful layer to our understanding of love and courtship in history. So the next time you enjoy a crisp apple, think back to how it once bridged the gap between hearts in ancient Greece, showcasing just how love can take the form of something as simple yet meaningful as a piece of fruit. Surprised by Napoleon's pyramid calculation? You might think of Napoleon Bonaparte as a master strategist in battle, but he also had a unique interest in the engineering marvels of his time, particularly the great Egyptian pyramids. While exploring the impressive structures, he estimated that the stones used in building the pyramid could actually provide enough material to construct a massive wall all the way around France. Just imagine that. The Great Pyramid of Giza alone is made up of about 2.3 million stone blocks, each weighing several tons. Napoleon's intriguing calculation highlights not only the staggering scale of the pyramids, but also the ambitious aspirations of leaders throughout history. If Napoleon's wall were built, it would stand as a testament to human ambition and architectural prowess, encircling an entire nation with a stone barrier. It's fascinating to think about how ancient technologies like those used to create the pyramids continue to inspire awe and wonder today. From the deserts of Egypt to the fields of France, the ingenuity of our ancestors inspires us to dream big. Step back in time to ancient Rome's fierce gladiators. In the bustling heart of the Roman Empire, where the Colosseum echoed with cheers and roars, gladiators were more than just fighters. They were trained warriors who honed their skills in special schools known as ludi. These schools were run by expert trainers called lanistas, who meticulously crafted the gladiators' abilities, preparing them for the brutal arena battles that captivated audiences. Imagine the early mornings at these training grounds, where the air was thick with the sound of clashing swords and the shouts of eager trainers. Gladiators practiced relentlessly, mastering techniques not only in combat but also in teamwork, as they often fought alongside each other in pairs or groups. The ludi were places of discipline and endurance, where the fighters learned to withstand both physical pain and psychological pressure. While they were often seen as mere entertainers, these warriors led complex lives, forming bonds with their trainers and fellow fighters, and sometimes even becoming celebrities of their time. The life of a gladiator was harsh, but through rigorous training, they became symbols of bravery and skill, forever etched in history. Did you know pets have preferences too? Just like humans, our beloved cats and dogs can be left-handed or right-handed. This fun fact might surprise you, but it all comes down to their brain structure and how they use their paws. Researchers have found that many animals tend to favor one side when performing tasks, like reaching for food or playing with toys. In dogs, this is often measured by which paw they use first when stepping forward or interacting with objects. Studies have shown that about half of our furry friends lean towards right paw dominance, while others show a sign of left paw preference. Cats, on the other hand, can also be lefties or righties, with some studies suggesting that their preference might be linked to their personality traits. Does your kitty knock over objects more often with their right paw? Or does your pup always bring the ball back using their left? These preferences can tell us a lot about their unique personalities. So the next time you're playing with your pet, pay attention. They might just reveal their handedness, making them all the more interesting. Let's kick off with the origins of football. Did you know that the world's most popular sport traces its roots back to ancient China over 2,000 years ago? The game, known as cuju, involved players kicking a leather ball into a net, somewhat resembling modern football, but with its own unique charm. Cuju, which translates to kick the ball, was not just a fun pastime. It was part of military training and used as a way to keep soldiers agile and fit. Imagine a bustling ancient Chinese marketplace where excited players show off their skills, dribbling and passing the ball while spectators cheer them on. As time went on, variations of this game spread across different cultures, leading to the development of various forms of football we know today. From the grassy fields of England to the sandy beaches of Brazil, the spirit of cuju can still be felt in how we enjoy football today. So next time you watch your favorite team play, remember you're partaking in a tradition that goes back centuries. Have you seen a sea glowing like the stars? Off the coast of Vadhu in the Maldives, a mesmerizing natural phenomenon called bioluminescence lights up the ocean like a scene straight out of a fairy tale. When you stroll along the beach at night, you might notice the water sparkling and flickering with a brilliant blue glow. This captivating sight is caused by tiny marine plankton called dinoflagellates, which have the ability to produce light when they're disturbed, like when waves crash or footsteps tread on the sand. It's as if the ocean is filled with stars, creating a stunning spectacle that draws travelers from all around the globe. Scientists believe that this glowing effect is a defense mechanism. When these plankton are threatened, the light serves to distract predators and give the plankton a chance to escape. This enchanting display not only highlights the beauty of nature, but also reminds us of the intricate connections within our ecosystem. So if you ever get a chance to visit Vadhu, make sure to witness this breathtaking dance of lights, where the water seems to hold the mysteries of the night sky. Surprisingly, it's a fact that Velcro can be quiet. The US military has developed a special type of Velcro designed to create minimal noise. Traditional Velcro is famous for its satisfying ripping sound, which can be a disadvantage in stealthy situations, like when soldiers need to remain undetected. This innovative version reduces the ripping noise by over 95%, allowing troops to move more quietly in the field. The development of this silent Velcro involved new materials and design techniques that help it stick, but without the loud snap we're all familiar with. Imagine a soldier sneaking through the woods or a tactical team deploying in a sensitive area. Every sound matters. With this quieter Velcro, the military can enhance its operational effectiveness while maintaining the element of surprise. This advancement not only serves in military applications, but also shows potential for use in various industries, from outdoor gear to fashion, making our everyday lives a bit more peaceful. Have you ever thought about how something so simple could have such a big impact? Is your phone making you anxious? Let's find out. Recent studies show smartphone usage has surged dramatically, climbing from an average of 3 hours and 45 minutes per day in 2019 to an anticipated 4 hours and 49 minutes by 2024. That's nearly a full workday spent scrolling, texting, and streaming. It's no wonder that many experts are waving red flags about this rising screen time. Around 68.6% of people believe that this excessive phone use is taking a toll on their mental health. With notifications constantly dinging and social media feeds ever updating, our devices can be a source of overwhelming stress and anxiety. Additionally, spending so much time staring at screens can lead to eye strain, commonly known as digital eye strain or computer vision syndrome. Symptoms include blurry vision, dry eyes, and headaches. So as convenient as our smartphones are for connecting us and offering endless entertainment, it's essential to take regular breaks and engage with the world around us. Finding a balance can help protect both our mental well-being and our eyesight. This one fact flips the whole story about chameleon color change. Most people think chameleons change color just for camouflage, but that's only part of the story. These lizards use color to communicate mood, temperature, and social signals. When cold, they darken to absorb heat. When hot, they pale to reflect sunlight. A male flashes bright colors to impress a mate or challenge a rival. This isn't pigment shuffling. It's nanotechnology. Tiny crystals in their skin reflect specific wavelengths of light depending on their spacing. Nerve signals alter these distances in milliseconds, giving chameleons full control of their personal color display. It's camouflage, yes, but also language, emotion, and thermoregulation rolled into one. Every color shift tells a story, making these creatures living, flashing billboards of reptilian expression. Ever thought about why Arctic foxes change their coats twice a year? The Arctic fox isn't just cute, it's one of nature's most perfectly dressed survivalists. In summer, its fur is thin and brownish-gray, blending with rocks and tundra. Come winter, it transforms into a dense, snowy white coat that traps heat and reflects icy light. This fur is so well insulated that Arctic foxes don't start shivering until temperatures drop below 50 degrees C. Even their paws are covered in fur, acting like snow boots that help them grip icy surfaces while conserving heat. The seasonal change doesn't just offer camouflage, it allows the fox to remain active and invisible across vastly different landscapes. While other animals migrate or hibernate, the Arctic fox adapts in place, proving that evolution sometimes sews its most elegant solutions into a single changing coat. Ever tried to sneeze with your eyes open? It turns out that most of us can't. The reason behind this fascinating fact lies in how our bodies are wired. When you feel a sneeze coming on, your body kicks into gear, prepping for a powerful release of air from your nose and mouth to expel any irritants. As part of this process, a reflex occurs that pulls down on the muscles around your eyelids, closing your eyes tight. This is a protective mechanism meant to keep foreign particles from entering your eyes during the sneeze. You might be surprised to learn that trying to hold your eyes open while sneezing could actually cause discomfort or even harm. Some people even joke that it could lead to a spontaneous eye-watering session. It's pretty wild to think about how this automatic response is just one of the many ways our bodies work to protect us. So the next time you feel that familiar tickle in your nose, remember to embrace the closed eye experience. It's not just a quirk of human nature, but a clever design that keeps you safe. Ever tasted a pizza worth thousands? In 2007, Scottish chef Domenico Crolla created a culinary masterpiece known as the Pizza Royal 0-7, and it came with a jaw-dropping price tag of $4,200. This pizza is not your regular round pie. It's a luxurious treat designed for those who want to indulge. Picture this. It's topped with extravagant ingredients like edible gold, which glitters as you take a bite, and caviar that adds a salty burst of flavor. But wait, there's more. It features tender lobster and smoked salmon, bringing a taste of the sea to your slice. To elevate its opulence, the pizza includes champagne-soaked venison, adding a touch of finesse that's hard to resist. The icing on the cake, or should I say the topping on the pizza, is its purpose. This pricey dish was auctioned off for charity, with all proceeds going to a good cause. So while we might not all be able to afford a slice of this ridiculously expensive pizza, it certainly makes for an interesting conversation starter about what defines luxury dining. Sometimes it feels impossible, but penguins survive by huddling. In Antarctica's unforgiving environment, where temperatures plummet below 40 degrees C and winds exceed 100 km/h, emperor penguins have evolved a breathtaking strategy to stay warm: synchronized group huddling. Thousands of males who incubate eggs alone for months during the polar winter form tightly packed circles that function like living thermal blankets. The birds on the outer edge slowly rotate inward, taking turns warming up in the center before moving back out again. This coordinated movement, often described as a wave, ensures that no individual is exposed for too long. The core temperature of the huddle can reach nearly 1°C, vastly warmer than the surroundings. Scientists have compared the structure to fluid dynamics in physics, and it's still being studied as a model of energy efficiency. Ancient explorers once mistook these gatherings for chaos, but they're really one of nature's most disciplined survival systems. Ever thought about why our lungs are different sizes? It turns out the left lung is a bit smaller than the right one, and the reason is quite fascinating. This size difference exists because the heart sits slightly to the left of our chest, taking up some space that the left lung would otherwise occupy. Our lungs play a crucial role in respiration, which is the process of taking in oxygen while getting rid of carbon dioxide, a waste product generated by our cells. When we breathe in, oxygen travels into the lungs where it enters tiny air sacs called alveoli. Here, oxygen passes into the bloodstream, while carbon dioxide, which we've gathered from our body's processes, is swapped out and expelled when we breathe out. This gas exchange is vital for our survival. Every cell in our body needs oxygen to function, and without it, we wouldn't last long. So the next time you take a deep breath, remember that this incredible efficiency is thanks to our uniquely sized lungs accommodating the heart and working together to keep us alive. Hard to believe, but New York has hidden subway gems. Beneath the bustling streets of New York City lies a fascinating secret: the City Hall subway station. Opened in 1904, this architectural beauty was once a busy stop on the IRT Lexington Avenue line, famous for its stunning arches and ornate tiles. However, after nearly 70 years of service, it was closed in 1945 due to the length of its platform, which couldn't accommodate the newer, longer trains. Despite its closure, City Hall Station has not been completely forgotten. On its 100-year anniversary in 2004, it briefly opened its doors for public tours, allowing lucky visitors to step back in time and appreciate its vintage charm. The station is a treasure trove of history, showcasing the city's rich transportation legacy. Today, it stands as a reminder of the subway system's evolution and the stories that lie just out of sight. So next time you ride the subway, you might want to remember that beneath your feet, there's a whole world of untold history waiting to be rediscovered. Have you met the world's tattoo king? Lucky Diamond Rich, a vibrant performer from New Zealand, holds the remarkable title of the most tattooed person on Earth. With a passion for body art that's as bold as it is colorful, he has transformed nearly every inch of his body into a living canvas. Imagine this. He has so many tattoos that they accumulate to more than 200% of his skin. How is that even possible, you ask? Well, Lucky has not only covered his entire body with images and designs, but he's also gone back to redesign and add layers to existing tattoos, creating a strikingly intricate tapestry of ink. This dedication to his craft reflects not just a love for art, but also a unique form of self-expression. Lucky's tattoos tell a story, a personal narrative filled with symbols, colors, and meanings that are deeply significant to him. As a performer, he brings this art to life on stage, capturing the imagination of audiences everywhere. He certainly proves that tattoos can go beyond mere decoration. They can be a declaration of identity and creativity. Ever wondered how many smells your nose detects? It's incredible, but the human can sniff out over 1 trillion different scents. This amazing feat is possible thanks to around 400 unique olfactory receptors working together in fascinating combinations. Think of your nose as a complex and sensitive detective, always on the lookout for new scents. This ability isn't just for show, it plays a vital role in how we experience the world around us. For instance, the smell of freshly baked cookies can transport us back to childhood, invoking cherished memories. On the flip side, the ability to detect smoke or spoiled food helps us steer clear of danger. Each time we breathe in, our brain interprets these olfactory signals, making connections with our emotions and experiences. So, whether it's the aroma of a favorite dish that makes your mouth water or the urge to step away from something nasty, our sense of smell is a powerful guide, helping us enjoy life and stay safe. What's the story behind Kurt and Goldie's love? Since 1983, the iconic duo of Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn has been lighting up our screens and our hearts, yet they've chosen not to seal the deal with a marriage certificate. This fascinating choice challenges the traditional idea that a relationship needs a legal label to thrive. They met on the set of the movie The One and Only Genuine Original Family Band, and their chemistry was undeniable. Over the decades, they've starred together in films like Swing Shift and Overboard, showcasing their powerful partnership both on and off screen. As parents to their son Wyatt Russell and Goldie's daughter Kate Hudson, they demonstrate that love can flourish in many forms. Kurt and Goldie live by the belief that commitment doesn't require a formal ceremony to be genuine. Their long-lasting relationship, filled with laughter, support, and shared experiences, shows us that the heart can maintain its warmth regardless of societal expectations. Their story is a beautiful reminder that love and family are what truly matter. Did you know about Hawaii's Lost Kingdom attempt? In 1870, a bold group of Americans made a surprising move by trying to establish the Kingdom of Hawaii, seeking independence from the United States. This ambitious plan reflected their desire for self-governance and a different future for the islands. The leaders aimed to capitalize on Hawaii's unique culture and resources, thinking it would thrive separately from U.S. control. However, despite their enthusiasm and plans, the effort faced significant challenges, including local opposition and political complications. Fast forward to 1898, and Hawaii's fate took a different turn when it officially became a U.S. territory. This move dramatically altered the island's future, integrating them into a broader national framework and paving the way for Hawaii's eventual statehood. The fascinating history of Hawaii's independence attempt showcases the complex interplay of power, culture, and identity during a transformative period in American history. How might things have been different if they had succeeded? Here's something incredible about North Korea's World Cup broadcasts. During the 2014 World Cup, something unusual happened in North Korea. While the world eagerly tuned in to watch live matches, North Korean viewers were stuck waiting. The country aired all World Cup games, but with a significant twist. They were broadcasted 24 to 36 hours later. This deliberate delay was widely seen as a form of censorship, allowing the government to control the information its citizens received and manage the narrative around the event. Imagine the excitement of soccer fans everywhere, cheering for their favorite teams while North Koreans had to wait to see the action unfold. This tactic provided the regime the chance to edit out any moments they deemed unacceptable or politically sensitive, ensuring that only the appropriate image of the tournament reached viewers. This fascinating blend of sports and politics highlights how deeply intertwined governance can be with entertainment in North Korea. Despite the delay, the broadcast still represented a rare glimpse of the outside world for many North Koreans, showcasing the power of sports to bridge divides, even in the most isolated of nations. Why exactly does your safety depend on bridge inspections? Regular inspections of highway infrastructure, especially bridges, play a crucial role in ensuring safe travel for everyone. The Department of Transportation takes this responsibility seriously, checking about 83% of highway bridges every 2 years and another 12% annually. This thorough inspection process helps identify any signs of wear and tear, corrosion, or structural issues that could lead to dangerous situations. Inspectors look closely at various elements like the bridge deck, support beams, and joints to ensure everything is in good shape. If they find problems, repairs can be made before they escalate into serious concerns. With countless vehicles relying on these bridges daily, these inspections help prevent accidents and save lives. It's fascinating to realize that a team of dedicated professionals is constantly working behind the scenes to keep our roads safe. So the next time you drive across a bridge, you can feel a little more secure knowing it has been carefully inspected. Did you know that toxic water could disrupt our food supply? When water bodies become contaminated, they pose a serious threat to aquatic life. Pollutants, like heavy metals and chemicals, can accumulate in rivers, lakes, and oceans, turning these natural habitats into deadly environments for fish and other creatures. This not only leads to the death of many species, but also affects the entire ecosystem, as animals higher up the food chain struggle to find enough food. Moreover, the contamination of water can seep into agricultural areas, rendering farmland infertile and reducing crop yields. Without access to clean water, farmers face significant challenges in growing the food that feeds families worldwide. This combination of events could lead to severe food shortages, pushing communities to leave their homes in search of safer living conditions. The ripple effects of toxic water can be devastating, affecting not only wildlife, but also human health and livelihoods. How can we address this pressing issue before it escalates further? It's not as simple as it seems, because Iceland isn't just ice. When early Norse explorers reached this island, it was winter. They saw snowstorms, icy cliffs, and cold seas, and they named it Island or Iceland based on first impressions. But this land of ice is also a land of fire, one of the most volcanically active places on Earth, filled with geysers, green pastures, and hot springs. Ironically, Iceland is greener in parts than its neighbor Greenland. Over the centuries, the name stuck, becoming a kind of poetic misdirection. Viking sagas described Iceland as both beautiful and brutal, a land of gods and giants, and modern visitors still find that contrast alive. Today, glaciers and lava fields coexist with modern cities and geothermal energy. Iceland's name tells only half the story. Its true identity is a spectacular blend of opposites. Dive into the oldest lake on Earth. Lake Baikal, nestled in the heart of Siberia, Russia, is truly a natural marvel. At a staggering 26 million years old, This ancient lake has been around longer than most civilizations have existed. It isn't just its age that makes it special. Baikal is also the world's deepest freshwater lake, plunging down about 1,642 meters. That's deeper than the height of the Empire State Building. The lake is home to a unique ecosystem, boasting over 1,700 plant and animal species, many of which can be found nowhere else on the planet. Among them is the Baikal seal, the only freshwater seal species in the world. Baikal's crystal-clear waters are so pure that you can see down to depths of around 40 meters on a good day. The lake's stunning beauty, surrounded by dramatic mountains and lush landscapes, attracts visitors from all over the globe. Whether you're an adventurer seeking to kayak its vast waters or a nature lover excited to explore its unique wildlife, Lake Baikal offers a glimpse into the Earth's rich history and the wonders of nature. Did you know that Alaska shakes more than anywhere else? This massive state experiences a surprising average of 1,000 earthquakes every month. The reason behind this seismic activity lies in its position on a fast-moving underwater tectonic fault, specifically the North American and Pacific plates. As these tectonic plates shift and slide, they create immense pressure that gets released as earthquakes. In fact, Alaska experiences about 80% of the earthquakes that occur in the entire United States. While many of these quakes are too small to be felt, some are powerful enough to cause significant tremors. This natural phenomenon shapes not only the landscape of Alaska, but also how its residents live. Many Alaskans are well prepared, with safety kits and knowledge of earthquake protocols. The state's unique geology makes it a fascinating place to study earthquakes, as scientists can learn a lot from these frequent seismic events. Are you ready to find out more about how Alaska's quakes impact the environment and its people? You might be surprised by tooth enamel's secret. Tooth enamel is truly a remarkable part of our body, and it holds the title of being the hardest substance we have. This tough outer layer covers our teeth and protects them from damage caused by food and drinks, not to mention the bacteria that can lead to cavities. Made mostly of a mineral called hydroxyapatite, it gives our teeth their strength and durability. You may wonder how something so hard can sometimes be chipped or worn away. That's because enamel doesn't have living cells. Unlike bone, which can repair itself, once enamel is damaged, it can't regenerate. So protecting it is crucial. Good habits like brushing with fluoride toothpaste, limiting sugary snacks, and eating crunchy fruits and veggies can help keep enamel intact. Interestingly, even though it's super strong, enamel can still be dulled by acids from sugary and acidic foods. So next time you enjoy a soda or candy, think of your enamel protecting your smile and remember to treat it kindly. Did you know astronauts can't burp in space? It's true, up there in the big vast universe, the absence of gravity changes how our bodies function in surprising ways. You see, when we're on Earth, gravity keeps everything in our stomachs in their designated positions. When we eat or drink, gas can build up, and we can release it by burping. But in space, things are a bit different. Without gravity to help separate the gases from liquids in our stomachs, astronauts find that the gas doesn't rise as it normally would back home. This means that instead of a nice, satisfying burp after a meal, they might just feel bloated and uncomfortable. The gas doesn't escape easily, which can lead to some tricky situations during long missions. To combat this, astronauts have to be careful about what they eat and drink, opting for foods that minimize gas production. So next time you're indulging in a fizzy drink or a hearty meal, just remember, in the zero-gravity world of space, burping is a luxury they simply can't afford. Have you ever stopped to think that computers were women? Before machines took over, computers were people, often women, who manually calculated everything from artillery trajectories to satellite orbits. In the 1940s and 50s, NASA's space missions relied on these brilliant women to crunch the math by hand. Katherine Johnson, a black mathematician at NASA, calculated flight paths that sent John Glenn into orbit and helped land Apollo 11 on the moon. These women worked tirelessly, often underpaid and invisible, solving equations that no computer could yet handle. Their legacy was long overlooked, but now it's recognized as the backbone of space exploration. Their brains launched rockets, and their courage launched change. in science, gender roles, and history. They weren't just part of the space race, they were the engines behind it. You won't believe this amazing frog from Ecuador. This astonishing little creature, known as the glass frog, is turning heads with its unique feature. Its skin is partially transparent. Imagine looking at a frog and being able to see its heart beating and its colorful organs working right beneath the surface. That's exactly what you get with some glass frogs. Found in the lush rainforests of Ecuador, these frogs often have clear skin on their bellies and sometimes even on their backs. This fascinating adaptation serves a couple of purposes. First, it allows them to blend into their surroundings, making it harder for predators like birds or snakes to spot them. It also helps researchers study their biology up close without having to harm them. Glass frogs are not just visually stunning, they also play a significant role in their ecosystem, helping to control insect populations and serve as indicators of environmental health. So the next time you think about frogs, remember the enchanting glass frog and its incredible see-through secrets. Can you believe a woman built this ancient temple? The Temple of Hatshepsut in Egypt is not only a remarkable structure, but also one of the oldest standing buildings in the world. Dedicated to Queen Hatshepsut, who reigned in the 15th century BCE, this funerary temple showcases stunning ancient Egyptian architecture. Set against the breathtaking cliffs of Deir el-Bahari, it features grand colonnades, impressive statues, and beautifully detailed reliefs that tell stories of Hatshepsut's achievements. What makes this temple particularly fascinating is the story of its creator. Hatshepsut is one of the few female pharaohs and broken the norms of her time. She managed to gain power in a male-dominated society and commissioned this temple as a tribute to her reign in the gods. Visitors today are captivated not only by the temple's grandeur, but also by its history. Hatshepsut's legacy continues to inspire many, as she carved a path for women in leadership and shown that greatness knows no gender. When you stand before the Temple of Hatshepsut, you're looking at a piece of history that speaks volumes about ambition, resilience, and the ancient world. Can you guess how often we blink each week? Believe it or not, the average person blinks about 25,000 times a week. That's around 3,600 times a day. Each time you blink, you're not just clearing your eyes, you're also helping keep them moist and protected. Blinking spreads tears across the surface of your eyes, washing away dust and debris that can cause irritation. It's like a tiny built-in windshield wiper for your vision. Though it might seem like a mindless act, blinking is vital for your eye health and vision clarity. Most people blink more often when they're focused on something, like reading or staring at a screen, which is why you might find your eyes feeling dry after long hours in front of a computer. Interestingly, blinking rates can vary based on various factors such as the environment or your emotional state. For example, you might blink less when you're scared or more when you're relaxed. So next time you catch yourself blinking, remember it's more than just a reflex. It's a crucial part of how your eyes work to keep you seeing clearly. Did you know chicken is quite pricey these days? Chicken breasts have become surprisingly expensive, averaging about $13.30 per kilogram. This might raise eyebrows, especially since chicken has long been a go-to source of protein for many families. But why the hike in prices? Several factors are at play. Firstly, the demand for chicken has surged as more people are turning to healthier diets, which often prioritize lean proteins. Additionally, like many other food items, chicken prices are influenced by rising costs in feed, transportation, and labor, especially as global markets fluctuate. The pandemic also caused disruptions in supply chains, making it harder for farms to get their products to market efficiently. Environmental concerns and stricter regulations around farming practices have added more costs as well. Despite the price tag, chicken breasts are a versatile ingredient, perfect for everything from stir-fries to grilling. So while it might be a bit pricier than before, the nutritional benefits and culinary possibilities make it a worthy investment in your meals. Did you know pigs are smarter than dogs? Pigs are often underestimated creatures, but the truth is, they might just be some of the smartest animals around. Studies show that pigs have remarkable cognitive abilities, often surpassing those of our beloved canine companions. They can learn complex tasks, solve puzzles, and even manipulate their environment to get what they want. Pigs have a great memory and can remember what they've learned for years. They display emotions, form social bonds, and communicate with each other using a variety of vocalizations. In fact, they can be trained to perform tricks, respond to commands, and even play video games. Their playful nature and intelligence have led to pigs being compared to toddlers in terms of cognitive skills. So the next time you think about intelligence in the animal kingdom, remember that pigs are right up there with the best of them. They're not just cute and tasty, they're clever, curious, and full of surprises. Guess what really drives wealthy people's happiness? Scientific research shows that while having money can boost happiness levels compared to being broke, it often comes with a surprising twist. Wealth can make people less generous. This means that as individuals accumulate more riches, they might be less inclined to share or help others. Studies suggest that wealthier folks often focus more on their own needs and desires rather than on giving back to their communities. For instance, millionaires might donate large sums to charity, but when viewed in proportion to their total wealth, their generosity often pales in comparison to that of those with less money. It's a curious contradiction. More wealth might mean more happiness for some, but it can lead to a decrease in the spirit of giving. So what does this tell us about the relationship between money and kindness? Perhaps it's a reminder that true happiness isn't just about having money, it's also about reaching out and helping those around us. Ever wondered how K-pop stars are made? The journey to become a K-pop idol is nothing short of intense and fascinating. Major entertainment companies like SM Entertainment, YG Entertainment, and Hive Corporation have crafted rigorous training programs that turn hopeful trainees into polished performers. These training systems don't just focus on singing and dancing, but also include lessons on fashion, stage presence, and even media interactions. Imagine spending years honing your craft before ever stepping onto a stage. Many trainees start as young as 10 or 11, committing long hours to practice while balancing their education. The process can be tough, often involving grueling schedules and fierce competition. However, the rewards can be enormous, as evidenced by global sensations like BTS and Blackpink, who have taken the music world by storm. Their success is a testament to the dedication and hard work put in by these trainees, showcasing how discipline, talent, and a bit of luck can lead to stardom in the vibrant K-pop industry. Ready for a surprise about bald eagles? The bald eagle, a majestic bird that represents the freedom and spirit of the United States, can reach astonishing heights while soaring through the sky. Imagine gliding up to 10,000 feet, which is over 3,000 meters high. That's like flying above the clouds. From this impressive altitude, these skilled hunters have incredible vision, allowing them to spot their dinner from miles away. Whether it's a fish swimming in a river or a small mammal scurrying on the ground, their sharp eyesight helps them zero in on prey with laser focus. This remarkable ability not only makes them effective hunters, but also showcases the beauty of nature's design. As the bald eagle dives downward, they tuck in their wings and can reach speeds of up to 100 miles per hour. This blend of grace and power is part of why the bald eagle is such an iconic symbol. Next time you see this majestic bird soaring above, remember, it's not just flying, it's on a high-stakes hunt, showcasing nature's resilience and magnificence. Did you know dragons can dance during New Year? The dragon dance is one of the most captivating traditions during the Chinese New Year festivities, bringing communities together in vibrant celebration. It's performed by a skilled team of dancers who maneuver under a long, colorful cloth dragon, making it undulate and twist gracefully through the streets. But there's more to it than just the impressive choreography. This ancient art is steeped in symbolism. The dragon is a revered creature in Chinese culture, often seen as a harbinger of good luck and prosperity. By performing the dance, people aim to scare away evil spirits and invite fortune for the coming year. Each movement of the dragon mimics the flow of water, symbolizing strength and power, while the accompanying drumming sets an exhilarating pace that adds to the excitement. Spectators are often mesmerized as the dragon weaves through crowds, with participants dressed in vibrant costumes and the air filled with fireworks and festive music. This joyful spectacle not only honors tradition, but also fosters community spirit and hope for a prosperous new year ahead. Believe it or not, the FBI had a Bigfoot file. In the 1970s, the FBI opened a real investigation into Bigfoot. Yes, the mythical, ape-like creature of North American folklore. They received over 20,000 letters from citizens submitting hair samples, footprints, and blurry photos. One sample sent by a cryptozoologist from the Pacific Northwest prompted the FBI to conduct actual lab tests. Though the hair turned out to belong to a deer, the case was filed officially under cryptid reports and stored alongside UFO dossiers. The documents, declassified decades later, show how the agency took public concern seriously, even when it leaned toward the extraordinary. While Bigfoot remains elusive, his case file lives on as a quirky chapter in American science and skepticism. Sometimes, even the most rational institutions indulge in a little monster hunting. Can you believe coconuts kill more people than sharks? Sharks may star in our nightmares, but coconuts are the real silent killers. Every year, an estimated 150 people die from falling coconuts, 3 times the global average of fatal shark attacks. A coconut can fall from heights of 25 meters and hit speeds of over 50 km/h, delivering the force of a brick from a rooftop. These accidents are especially common in tropical resorts, where hammocks and beach chairs sit temptingly beneath swaying palms. Unlike sharks, coconuts don't need teeth to do damage. The irony? One is feared for drama, the other is ignored for familiarity. It's a reminder that real danger often hides in the ordinary, not the exotic, and the next time you relax under a coconut tree, a little awareness might go a long way. Is it really true that lakes can be colorful? The Spotted Lake in British Columbia, Canada, is a stunning natural wonder that brings this idea to life. During the summer months, when the heat increases, the lake's saline waters evaporate, leaving behind a dazzling display of vibrant colors. The lake is rich in minerals, including magnesium sulfate, calcium, and sodium, which create colorful pools that resemble painters' palettes scattered across its surface. Each year, visitors gaze in awe at the distinctive shades of blue, green, yellow, and white that emerge, making it a popular spot for photographers and nature lovers alike. Interestingly, the mineral-rich waters also have a story to tell, as they hold cultural significance for the indigenous people of the region who use them for traditional healing practices. While the lake's beauty is captivating, it's essential to appreciate it from a distance, as swimming is not permitted due to the fragile ecosystem. So, next time you think of lakes, remember that not all are just blue or green. Some can truly surprise you with their colorful charm. Did you know the Kuwaiti dinar reigns supreme? It's true, the Kuwaiti dinar is celebrated as the most valuable currency in the world, with one single dinar trading for around $330 USD. This high exchange rate is largely due to Kuwait's flourishing oil export industry. The country has one of the largest reserves of oil, which fuels its economy and ensures a steady influx of revenue. This wealth allows for a strong currency, making the dinar a powerhouse in the currency markets. Interestingly, Kuwait has carefully managed its financial policies to keep inflation low and its currency strong, which adds to its appeal. Unlike many currencies that fluctuate wildly due to economic downturns or political instability, the dinar tends to hold its value well. What's more, this currency's strength means that if you hold Kuwaiti dinars, you have a purchasing power that stretches impressively beyond many other currencies in the world. So whether you're planning a trip or simply curious about global finance, the remarkable status of the Kuwaiti dinar is definitely something to ponder. Ever seen a supercar graveyard in Dubai? It might sound like a scene from a movie, but in this glittering city, luxury cars like Ferraris and Lamborghinis can be found sitting abandoned in junkyards. Imagine stepping into a place filled with once glorious vehicles, now left to rust and fade under the intense sun. Many of these high-end beauties were driven by folks who may have overstretched their wallets, faced soaring repair costs, or simply couldn't keep up with the constant arrival of newer models. In a city where extravagance is the norm, these abandoned cars tell a different story of ambition and reality. Instead of hitting the road, many of these vehicles sit in waiting, sometimes auctioned off to enthusiasts who see potential or dismantled for valuable parts. Surprisingly, it's not just the dream of owning a supercar that leads to this. Economic changes or personal challenges can leave owners in tough spots. So next time you hear about Dubai, think beyond the sparkle and glitz. There's a hidden tale of luxury and loss lurking in those junkyards. Ready for a cool surprise about ice cream? Did you know that New Zealand is the reigning champ when it comes to ice cream consumption? According to the International Dairy Association, Kiwis enjoy more ice cream per person than anyone else on the planet. This delightful treat has become a significant part of their culture, with a wide variety of flavors reflecting the country's unique tastes. The United States takes second place, showing just how much Americans love their frozen desserts too. Ice cream is not only a refreshing treat on a hot day, but also a social experience, often enjoyed during gatherings, celebrations, and even family traditions. In New Zealand, local dairy farms provide fresh ingredients, which means their ice cream is often made from high-quality milk and creamy goodness. Whether it's a classic vanilla scoop or innovative flavors like Feioa or Hokey Pokey, the passion for ice cream runs deep in these countries. So next time you indulge in a cone or a sundae, remember you're part of a global love for this sweet delight. You won't believe this about world currencies. There are 168 different currencies in the world, each representing the unique economy of a country or region. From the US dollar to the Japanese yen, these currencies allow us to buy goods and services while also reflecting the culture and values of each place. What's more astonishing is that billions of dollars worth of new banknotes are printed globally every single day. This immense amount of money helps to keep up with demands in the economy, ensuring that people can transact easily. However, it also raises important questions about inflation, counterfeit risks, and environmental impacts since printing money requires a lot of resources. Did you know that some countries, like Zimbabwe, have experienced hyperinflation, leading to the need for trillion-dollar banknotes? As economies grow and change, the creation and management of currency play a crucial role in maintaining financial stability around the world. So, next time you grab cash or swipe your card, think about the complex world behind that little piece of paper. Have you ever wondered how much pizza Americans eat? Each day, folks in the United States chow down on about 100 acres of pizza. That's a massive amount of dough, sauce, and toppings, enough to fill numerous backyards with delicious slices. But pizza is just part of the picture. Americans also devour around 20 billion hot dogs and 50 billion hamburgers every year. This staggering consumption highlights not just our love for these classic foods, but also the deep-seated traditions surrounding them, especially during BBQs, sporting events, and family gatherings. From the crispy crusts of New York-style pizza to the comforting cheeseburgers served at cookouts, these meals unite us. In fact, pizza alone has become a staple that fits any occasion, whether it's a casual movie night or a big party. As you take a bite out of your favorite slice or grill up some hot dogs, you're part of this delicious trend that shows no signs of slowing down. What might this mean for our culture and food industry as we continue to celebrate these iconic meals? Have you ever seen a mountain that looks so sharp? Montaigu in France is a breathtaking sight that draws in nature lovers and adventurers alike. This stunning peak is located in the heart of the Vercors region and has a unique shape which makes it appear almost as if it were sliced from a giant cake. The surrounding scenery is filled with lush valleys and dramatic cliffs, making it a paradise for hikers and photographers. However, as mesmerizing as Montaigu is, it's essential to tread carefully around its edges. The cliffs are steep and perilous, and a misstep could lead to a disastrous fall. Its name, meaning Needle Mountain, gives a hint of its sharp edges, which rise dramatically above the landscape. Climbing Montaigu grants visitors not just a workout, but also an unforgettable experience, offering breathtaking views from the summit. As you climb, remember to take in the stunning vistas and unique flora that thrive in this alpine environment. Just don't get too close to the edge. This might surprise you. Hawaii is on the move. Did you know that the beautiful Hawaiian Islands are shifting northwest towards Alaska? They are actually drifting at a rate of about 3 inches per year. This fascinating phenomenon occurs because of tectonic plate movement. The Pacific plate, where Hawaii sits, is slowly moving over a hot spot in the Earth's mantle. As the plate shifts, new volcanic islands can form, while older ones, like the main islands of Hawaii, gradually drift away. This constant movement means that in millions of years, Hawaii will look quite different, possibly existing much closer to Alaska than it is today. Imagine how the landscapes, ecosystems, and even the cultures of the islands might change over that time. While we enjoy their tropical paradise now, the geological processes at play ensure that Hawaii is not just a static destination, but a dynamic island chain evolving with the planet. Have you ever thought about how far the islands might travel in the next million years? You won't believe how the Taj Mahal changes colors. The stunning Taj Mahal in India is not just a masterpiece of architecture, it's also a magical chameleon that transforms with the sunlight. As the day begins, the Taj Mahal greets the world dressed in a soft pink hue, glowing gently in the early morning light. This pretty pink impression occurs as the sun rises, casting warm tones on the white marble that makes the iconic structure so famous. As the sun climbs higher in the sky, the Taj Mahal transitions into a brilliant white, radiating purity and elegance during the day. This bright appearance captivates visitors, making it one of the most photographed monuments in the world. But the magic isn't over yet. When the sun sets, the Taj Mahal takes on a gorgeous golden glow, a sight nearly as enchanting as its moonlit beauty at night. These color changes are all thanks to the unique composition of the marble used in its construction, which reflects light in different ways as the day goes on. So whether you see it in pink, white, or gold, the Taj Mahal is a living artwork that leaves everyone in awe. Ever seen a bridge made of tree roots? In the state of Meghalaya, India, this astonishing feat of nature and ingenuity is a reality. The locals, particularly the Khasi tribe, have mastered the art of growing living root bridges over rivers and streams. Instead of using lumber or steel, they guide the growth of the roots from fig trees, carefully training them to weave together and create sturdy structures. These bridges can take years, sometimes even decades to form, but are incredibly strong and can support dozens of people at a time. Not only do these living bridges enhance the region's natural beauty, but they also offer a sustainable solution to the challenges of traditional bridge building in an area marked by heavy rainfall and diverse terrain. When the roots mature, they become remarkably resilient, adapting to the surrounding environment. Today, many of these root bridges have become tourist attractions, drawing visitors eager to witness this unique blend of nature and craftsmanship. Each bridge tells a story of the deep connection between communities and their environment in Meghalaya. Did you know ducks have super swimmer feet? Ducks are truly remarkable when it comes to their adaptations for life on the water. Their feet are designed like nature's own paddles, featuring beautifully webbed toes that allow them to glide effortlessly through lakes, rivers, and ponds. When they flap their feet, those webs stretch out wide, pushing against the water and giving them extra propulsion. But there's more to their feet than just swimming. Ducks have a unique circulatory system that keeps their feet warm even in icy waters. Blood vessels in their legs are arranged in such a way that warm blood flowing down from their bodies heats up the cooler blood returning from their feet. This clever system helps prevent their toes from getting cold, allowing them to wade into chilly water without discomfort. So the next time you see a duck paddling around, remember that those impressive feet are not just for show. They're perfectly engineered for swimming and staying warm. How cool is that? Discover Prague's thriving cultural scene. This enchanting city is a treasure trove of culture that captivates visitors from around the world. Imagine strolling through cobblestone streets surrounded by stunning architecture and vibrant history. One of the highlights is the classical music concerts held in beautiful venues like the stunning Rudolfinum, where world-class musicians perform. But it's not just music that fills the air. Ancient churches dot the skyline, each telling a story of the past. St. Vitus Cathedral, with its breathtaking stained glass windows, is a must-visit for anyone interested in history or art. For families and those young at heart, traditional puppet shows provide an entertaining glimpse into Czech folklore and creativity. These performances, often set in charming theaters, bring characters to life in delightful ways. With a mix of concerts, awe-inspiring churches, and captivating performances, Prague truly offers something for everyone. What will you explore first? Why do penguins gather in colonies? You might picture solitary penguins waddling along icy landscapes, but surprise! These charming birds are social creatures that thrive in large groups. Known as colonies, these gatherings can number in the thousands, especially during breeding season. Why do they come together in such impressive numbers? It's all about safety in numbers. When they huddle close, they not only keep warm against the biting cold of their environments, but also protect each other from predators. Imagine a cozy crowd where every penguin is snuggled up, conserving heat as they brave chilly winds. These colonies also boost the breeding success of the penguins. With more eyes watching out for hungry seals and birds, individual penguins feel safer when it comes time to raise their chicks. After all, raising a penguin chick is no small feat. It takes a village or colony to ensure that the little ones are fed and protected. So next time you see a group of penguins, remember that they aren't just hanging out. They're working together to survive and thrive in their icy home. Ever heard of the fascinating history of Yugoslavia? For nearly a century, from the end of World War I until the early 1990s, a remarkable nation called Yugoslavia brought together a mix of cultures, languages, and traditions. Comprising 6 republics, Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Macedonia, Serbia, and Montenegro, Yugoslavia was a melting pot where diverse groups lived together, contributing to a rich tapestry of history and art. The creation of this united state followed the collapse of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, aiming to foster peace and cooperation among various ethnicities. While it thrived for decades, Yugoslavia faced significant challenges, particularly in the late 20th century, when rising nationalism and economic troubles led to tensions among its republics. This culminated in a series of conflicts and ultimately the breakup of the country in the early 1990s, resulting in the independence of its republics. Today, the legacy of Yugoslavia lives on not only in the memories of its citizens, but also in the cultural heritage that continues to influence the region. Understanding this complex history reminds us of the importance of unity and cooperation among diverse peoples. Wait, some stars are older than the universe? It sounds like a cosmic riddle, but it's true. Imagine stars that seem to have lived longer than our universe, estimated at about 13.8 billion years old. These are the so-called older stars that leave astronomers scratching their heads. The mystery comes down to how we figure out ages in space. Scientists base their calculations on models of how stars form and change over time. But measuring the universe's age and the ages of distant stars is tricky work. Our models might need a little tweaking to align correctly. This discrepancy makes us rethink not only the lifespans of ancient stars, but also the history of our universe itself. So when you gaze up at those twinkling lights in the night sky, remember you might be looking at something that challenges our understanding of time and space. It's a cosmic puzzle that reminds us there's always more to learn about our universe. Did you know that pizza is a billion-dollar industry? The U.S. pizza industry boasts an impressive worth of over $46 billion, making it one of the most lucrative sectors in the food business. It employs more than 800,000 people across the nation, from chefs crafting those delicious pies to delivery drivers bringing them hot to your doorstep. Pizza itself has a rich history, tracing back to Naples, Italy, where the classic margherita was born. Today, options range from traditional toppings like pepperoni and mushrooms to modern twists featuring everything from barbecue chicken to vegan cheese. Each region of the U.S. also boasts its own distinct styles: New York thin crust, Chicago deep dish, and even California gourmet. As you enjoy your next slice, remember that you're part of an enormous community that loves this comforting food. With pizza's popularity soaring, it's no wonder people are constantly coming up with new recipes and ideas, keeping the industry fresh and exciting. What's your favorite pizza topping?